Okay, so I can't stop thinking about Mickey 17. Like, I watched it a few nights ago and it's just still sitting with me. Not in a haunting horror movie kind of way, more like an ache, a quiet weight in my chest. I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies where the main guy is expendable, where they get tossed around, tortured and somehow still save the day. But this one actually felt like something. Like in a very real, very human way. You know that feeling when you just want someone to tell you your life matters? Not for what you do or how you perform or what you produce, but just for being. That's what Mickey's story feels like. He's not brave, not at first. He's not clever. He's not particularly strong.
I don't really have any skills whatsoever.
He's not even, like, special. He's just there. And for a long time, everyone around him treats him like that. Like he's just there to serve a purpose. And once he's done, bring in the next one. That shot, God, that one broke me a little. Freshly printed, naked, dropped on the cold floor like rubbish. No ceremony, no compassion. Just another iteration, just another copy. I think that was the moment it really hit me. He's not even treated like a person. He's a tool, a product. They don't even bother bringing the table over. It reminded me of how society does that. How people get discarded, overworked, replaced. Like we pretend it's fine because it's business or efficiency. But it's brutal. It's dehumanizing.
Oh, wow. Did you see that?
You see it with low-wage workers, people in broken systems, folks who get chewed up and spat out. And Mickey, he's all of them, wrapped into this soft-spoken guy just trying to stay warm. And then there's that red button. He keeps seeing it, dreaming about it. The one in his mum's car. It's such a small detail, but it's loaded with guilt. Like, I don't know about you, but I've held on to stuff like that before. Moments where you think, was that my fault? And even when someone tells you, no, it wasn't, it sticks. It haunts. That's what trauma does. It wraps itself around your memory like a vine and makes you second guess your entire existence. So when Mickey finally comes face to face with another red button, the big one, it's not just about the machine. It's about him. About letting go, about choosing to break the cycle. And maybe about forgiving himself.
Fuck off.
Because deep down, I think he knows it wasn't his fault. But it's taken a whole lifetime, or 17 of them, for him to even say,
It's okay for me to be happy.
And then there's Mickey 18, complete maniac, total wildcard and still, weirdly sweet. Like there's this chaotic brotherly love there. Mickey 17's all cautious and quiet, and 18's out here trying to kill people and cracking jokes.
Let's kill that fucker. This guy with the killing.
But it works. It's almost like 18 gets to live out the rage that 17 keeps bottled up. The fury of being treated like nothing. And yet, even with all the madness, 18 still cares. In his own twisted way. Like when he gives up his life, it's not just a bang for the sake of it moment. It's sacrifice, it's defiance. Let's talk about Kenneth and Ylfa. Just, what are these people? I mean, visually, yeah, they're grotesque. Kenneth with those huge fake dictator teeth, and Ylfa with that ice-cold cruelty in her eyes. It's like they were designed to be the physical embodiment of elitism. Kenneth wants a pure human bloodline. Sound familiar? Yeah. The guy practically screams Space Hitler. And yet, they're totally in love, which somehow makes it even more fucked up. Because it's not hate driving them, it's belief. They believe in what they're doing. They believe the creepers are pests, that Mickey is disposable, that everything they've built is worth protecting, even if it means mass death. And that's scarier than any monster. When cruelty is cloaked in conviction, that's when it becomes unstoppable. Speaking of creepers, I love them. They're misunderstood. They look terrifying, sure. Big, insectoid, spindly. But that's just the surface. And humans are so quick to reject anything that looks different. We always have been. From the moment we meet them, they're painted as a threat. And only later do we realise they're not. They're gentle, curious, probably smarter than us if we're being honest. The Queen Creeper especially, that moment with Mickey when he signals to bring the baby, is tense as hell, and it's also the first time you see peace as a real option, not just survival, not just escape, but actual mutual understanding. Like, imagine that. A film about cloning, expendability, dictatorship, alien genocide, and at the centre of it, the thing that saves the day is empathy. What a crazy concept, eh? It reminds me of District 9 in some ways, or Ex Machina. These sci-fi films that start as thrillers but turn into meditations on humanity. And Mickey 17 does that, but in a weirdly tender way. And that tone, that balance of dark humour and genuine pathos, it's so hard to pull off. But Bong Joon-ho nails it again. He did it in Parasite too, that ability to pivot from absurdity to heartbreak in one breath. I think that's what makes his work so human, because that's life. One second you're laughing, the next you're grieving. It doesn't ask you permission, it just happens. Let's circle back to Timo for a sec. That little shit. I hated him more than the villains.
What's it feel like to die?
Bruh.
At least Kenneth and Ylfa are honest about the cruelty. Timo hides his behind charm, behind desperation.
I'm asking, I'm so sorry.
Stop crying, you prick! Getting on my fucking nerves.
He plays Mickey like a pawn, leaves him to freeze to death without even flinching. And that betrayal, it's personal. It's not about systems, it's about selfishness. And honestly, that makes it worse. Because betrayal from someone close, that cuts deeper than any villain speech ever could. But here's the thing, Mickey still loves, still tries, still hopes. Even after all the betrayals, all the death, all the resets, he doesn't turn cold. He doesn't become the villain, and that's where the power lies. Not in some grand hero moment, but in the small decision to stay human. The cinematography helps too. Everything is cold, sharp, vast. The world feels designed to remind Mickey that he's tiny, that he doesn't matter. But within that there's beauty. The snow, the metal corridors, the silence, it's haunting, but also kind of peaceful. Like the world is begging him to find stillness, to stop running, to just be. And maybe that's what the film's really about. Finding peace. Even when the world sees you as nothing. Finding purpose when you weren't given one. Breaking free from systems that tell you your worth is tied to what you produce, whether it's jobs, relationships, governments, or even your own memories. It all loops back to the same question. Do I matter? And Mickey, quiet, scared, kind Mickey, he answers, yes. Not with a speech, not with a fight, but with a button. And maybe that's not a clean ending, maybe it's not triumphant in the Hollywood way, but it feels true. It feels like healing, or at least the start of it. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird, funny, sad little sci-fi flick with a great cast and some cool explosions. But I don't think so. I think Mickey 17 is about letting go, about realising that not everything can be fixed, and that's okay. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is stop trying to make sense of everything, and just be.